Operation Vaccine. If an emergency, the techs have determined the Cybers are behind the recent problem with our gates. Somehow they've managed to wait, what? Oh, they've managed to hack into the quantum gate network and install a virus. It's spreading throughout the entire system. The Cybers could use to shut the specific gates. If that happens, they'll have us cornered and isolated. Managed to decrypt a number of virus-related transmissions. They are originating from Minerva. Oh well. Time to commit more atrocities versus the Cybern. I'm going to try and capture a Cybern engineer or a Cybern factory this time around.
River to the southwest of your position. They are building forces for an attack. Let's come out. There's a Cybern colony.
He just needs to get there. He was there though, like that's the thing. He was literally standing next to it.
You need to find the source of the virus. Let's come out.
That's why I was kind of like, oh, it's fine, he was there. I wonder if you can capture it. And yeah, I think this is where they send the spider at you. Which in the vanilla game is so terrifying. Because they send that thing at you, and it is a massive honka-donkin' enemy. And then in Supreme Commander or in FAF, it's like, oh, okay. It is scary, like it's a scary boy, but it's not the scariest boy. I like big boys, itty bitty boys. What's the bow tie? Oh well, here we go again. Yahoo! I'm kind of thinking we're probably going to float on tree reclaim, but I don't know if that's going to be enough, so... just going to get power. Just throughout the time and location. Roll, roll, roll your shoulders gently down the hill. Merrily, 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 merrily. Merryland, merrily, merry. Sobriety. We'll probably go, like, we'll probably get full T2MXs. And then we'll go into the, into the naval game. We'll proceed to do what we did with the previous quantity of missiles. Shoot things. Shall attempt to harm the enemies through shooting them.
You're going to regret coming to Minerva.
I already do, but that's just because you're treating me so rudely. I expected a nice warm welcoming party, but instead, what do I get? All this hostility for nothing. Really? What have I done to you people? I've done nothing. I've been a gracious host. I've been a gracious host and a good friend. This is how I get treated. I get insulted and preyed upon. Like some common scoundrel. Clearly I'm the victim here. It's not the people of whom we went and installed loyalty chips into. Nope, not them. It's me. I'm the victim. I've suffered greatly at the hands of the Cybern. game is the Owls of Minerva from? I'm trying to place it. Oh, it's Civilization 6. It's one of the secret factions you can unlock. Owls of Minerva. I was like, the name of itself is very familiar to me, and I can't explicitly state why. Now, I know this isn't a line of P-gens. That is, in fact, a very dedicated line of power storages. And the reasoning for that is, I really want just a large buffer of power storage when I go for the RAS. Because we're definitely going for the RAS, like, no shot that's not happening. Isn't one of the professors at Hogwarts? You're asking me a vaguely Harry Potter related question. I am not the right person to ever be even vaguely pointed at for a Harry Potter-esque question. Because the answer is, I don't fucking know.
Your end is near.
You know what I asked and who you asked it to. Well, you've made a mistake, good sir. I could not tell you. And if I could, I probably would purposely not tell you out of spite. Yes, power storage, my favorite. It's only a mistake if it's from the state region of France, otherwise it's sparkling white sarcasm. What? Do I even want to know what that means? Is this a reference to the whole champagne is not champagne unless it's made from the Champagne area within France? Is that what this is a reference to? Because otherwise it just gets called sparkling wine. Yes it is. Well, there we go. It feels like a bit of a redundancy, doesn't it? Like, it's only champagne if it comes from insert one very specific zone. Like, no, but it's like surely all sparkling, like all champagne is sparkling wine, therefore they're the same fucking things. Like, Gamer Girl bathwater is Gamer Girl bathwater no matter what way you try and cut it. Changed my mind. Protected brands are pretty common. That's dumb. I don't know, maybe I've just got like a needless sense of hostility against it just because it feels weird to me. Sans Marzanot, vanilla onions, Kentucky bourbon. But like, an onion is an onion. A tomato is a tomato. A bourbon is a bourbon. I can understand saying where it comes from. Like this is a San Marzano tomato. It comes from the region of San Marzano. That's a descriptor, right? But saying a sparkling wine isn't a champagne because it's not made in the area of Champagne. It's like, no, it's still... If Champagne is the originator, right? If the original word for what ended up becoming known as sparkling wine is champagne, then anything that's a sparkling wine is a champagne. That's how my logic is seeing it. If the word shoe right? In this instance, say if the word shoe just meant a foot covering. Anything that covers your foot is a shoe. The UEF bagel tastes different to the one made elsewhere due to the water. The water?! Like, that's not a statement I expected to read. There may be specific specifications in order to qualify. I don't know, it just seems kind of... Like, so when you say that the Vidalia onions, I understand the regional descriptor. I understand a regional descriptor, but it's still an onion. You'd still recognize it to be an onion. But if you handed me a champagne, if you handed me a champagne and a sparkling wine, I'm not going to tell the difference, because it's the same thing, right? That's the what I'm nudging at. I mean, I could very easily be wrong, and that would be, like, fair is fair. Mine is 115 power, or mass. How much does this thing cost? A lot. 175,000. So how many will I need? 5,000 each. Well, let's get a very large quantity. We can reclaim them afterwards. We can go stand our ACU inside it and blow it up and see how that goes. For the New York thing, New York City has one of, if not the worst, largest unfiltered treated water systems, and it's one of the best quality in the country. So wait, it's unfiltered and untreated? Isn't that bad? Like, wouldn't that be unsanitary? Surely you'd want a treated water system. Or is, when you say like untreated, it's a natural water system. So it hasn't been polluted and doesn't need prerequisite treatment. The concept of not having a treated water system is weird to me. Okay, so it's a clean water source. Okay, that makes more sense. See, in my head, the way I was interpreting that was, it's just a water source that they don't look after. So if it gets polluted, it's a very polluted water source rather than being a healthy water source. Because you probably wouldn't want just an untreated water source existing. That doesn't sound healthy. Sounds, in fact, the opposite of healthy. One could say it sounds unhealthy. Once we got this one in, we will start our RAS. So I'm going to take a minute and a half to get. We're not struggling too much on the power side. So we should be okay. The Riptides are going. 30% down on the RAS. Because the biggest problem is just going to be the power supplying, right? There's some mandatory chemical such as fluoride. Okay.
Sir, the Cybran base to your south still needs to be destroyed.
So it's more akin to a scenario where it's not that it's untreated, it's just relatively unpolluted. Might be a better statement. I couldn't answer you. I do know that we do water treatments. A lot of water treatments. But I don't know explicitly what types and in what manners it occurs in. I'm not an expert in South African infrastructure. I could probably phone and ask my dad. He genuinely might actually know, seeing as he was a civil engineer for many, many years. But I don't offhandedly know. I actually do wonder if my dad would know. Does SA add iodine to its salts? Also don't know. We have a lot of rock salts. A lot of our salt is sea salt or rock salts. Sea salt. If any of you also giggled at the name sea salt, I've got my eye on you. I know what websites you've been on. Love playing tank as a non-tank hero. I like playing tanks. In most games. I enjoy being the tanky boy. It's a thing that I often do. I wonder if I could build Salem's. The states that use that standard table salt use of iodine added to it. I wouldn't be surprised if we do add iodine. It seems like something that we would add just because the rest of the world does. But I can't. I couldn't explicitly tack it down and say yes we do or no we don't. I'm not familiar enough with food policies. Thanks, Porkbot. Do you have a little? Oh, you do have a little dinky direct fire cannon. I always forget that factor. UEF ships without cannons, what heresy would this be? I suppose you're not wrong. The Wagners and their bolter guns are kind of useless. Or kind of strong. Not useless. Okay. Oh, I don't have advanced fire priorities installed. Okay, that explains a lot. When on the instance I play League of Legends with my friends, I play a lot of I play tank characters. I play things like Cho'Gath. I play Cho'Gath, I play Ornn, I play Nasus, I Because I like to be the thick boy that people need in their life. There's a quote I won't add. Why won't you add the quote, "I like to be the thick boys that people need in their lives"? That sounds like a perfectly reasonable quote to me. It sounds more reasonable than some of the other quotes we've had. A little bit of friendly fire is just that. It's fire between friends. Well, it's happened, Shaitan. I have Cybern Tech. Now I just need to get this engineer out before it possibly destroys my owner stuff. Friendly fire isn't friendly, Call of Duty told you so. Call of Duty was lying to you. Friendly fire is very friendly. It's so friendly it kills your friends. The ultimate way of being friendly. Down once more to that cavern deep as dark as hell, to the pits where I belong. And do you turn from the music of the night? Why do I have this amount of Janus? Like, what am I supposed to do with this amount of Janus? Because this is definitely a quantitative amount of Janus. I'm just gonna cancel that upgrade and get more reclaiming Engiers out. I don't know, what happens if I just put them on attack, like a general attack move, right? Fly down in this direction and bomb stuff. I don't think they're doing anything. Yep, nope, okay. Needs an appropriate soundtrack. How about Aqua from Barbie Girl? Is that one the "I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, come on Barbie, let's go party"? Because if it is, I don't know it. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Well, I don't know it. So sadly, I can't help you with that one. Ooh, T3 Air Factory. Wait. Oh, this. I was like, how can one of these go T3 and the other one can't? This doesn't sound right. What about Toy Box? Best friend. Because you're my best friend. I also, like, I actually genuinely don't know these. I may know the occasional meme, but I genuinely do not know the songs. can build spy planes. Scout planes? Spy planes.
We're still waiting on the data from those commands.
Where's Salem?
Earthcom out.
Salem is being constructed. Shaitan has the traditional monkey brain. Where's Salem? Where banana? The Cybern ACU needs to die from Salem fire. I think the Cybern ACU is gonna die to 42 Janus. Salem is probably being sassy to Sabrina. Hey, I get this reference. More like Spider-Brain.
Sufficient command centers have been captured. We are downloading the data. Earthcom out.
I mean, considering the name, I'd probably go with Worm.
Never break our spirit.
I don't need to break your spirit, I just need to break you.
We've analyzed the data from the command centers. Dr. Sweeney is on planet and not too far from your location. Records indicate he's being forced to work on the Cybern virus. You are to rescue him and get him off planet. Earthcom out.
Operation area
Sir,
expanded.
we have a fix on the facility where Dr. Sweeney is being held. Proceed to the facility, capture it, and then escort the doctor to the quantum gate located to the south. Sweeney can use it to get off-world. Earthcom out.
Oh, ASF. So this is Sabrina the Teenage Witch Reaper. You showed your girlfriend while you were recovering from your surgery. I was annoyed by the lack of Sassy Salem. Yeah, no, Sassy Salem, it needs to be a requirement, IMO. Like, what? How can you have, you know, a Salem without the sass? It just needs to be there. Oh, these are still T1. Oopsie. What is mass? I don't have any. I don't have any. No more. I can probably generate some quite easily. Fear the self-defense Mazercom. I'm not gonna fear him. I'm just gonna, like, blow up his economy. That's what I shall do. Make sure to kill the quantum gateway. Like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me thrice. Well, then I'm a dumbass. More of a dumbass. Is that the self-defense Masocom? I think that is. Ah, fuck man där. Fuck man precis doch. I just need to get a visual on the Masocom. And then I'm going to Janus him.
But it does require a substantial amount of power. Earth, come out.
All we want is our freedom. Why is that so hard for you to understand?
Because you started committing war crimes. Alright. It's Jameson time. Spam clink hammers to deal with the safety dot to recruit breed Salems. I killed a man with Janus. You cannot beat me, I am on fire! Correct, you are on fire. That was definitely quite toasty. He's a little warm. Ring! Oh, hi, Caps. Resubscribing with a Prime. The Prime with the fur, the whole club looking at
the
her.
facility has been captured and we have made contact with Dr. Sweeney. He needs some time to secure a vehicle. We will
Caps hit the
contact him
floor.
when he's ready. Earth, come out.
Next thing you know, and Cap's gonna get low, 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 low. And as per our usual, our overwhelming sense of achievement has been found.
Dr. Sweeney has a truck, Captain, and has turned it over to you. Get him to the gate ASAP. Protect him at all costs. Earth, come out.
Okay, he must reach the gate safely. So it doesn't actually give me an instruction on, like, how he gets there, right? It just says he needs to get there safely. Which shouldn't be too difficult to do. All things considered.
The Cyberns are attempting to intercept Dr. Sweeney's truck. Deal with the threat. Earth, come out.
Imagine if they put a cloaked Masocom at this gate. Imagine. Like, do you just need to get close enough to this? Like, what's your shtick? What's your shebang? Possible to cause hairs. He needs to walk into the gate. Ah, okay.
Dr. Sweeney is safe.
You have to put a move
back on
command
Earth, Captain.
behind it. That's why it didn't
Cyberns
work
roughed him up
previously.
a bit. He sends his thanks for the rescue. Earth, come out.
Captain, this is General Clark. Sweeney has informed us that Dr. Brackman is on Minerva. Kill that crazy old bastard. Do not let him escape.
We can't pin down Brackman's location. The Cyberns are jamming the area. We need to boost our signal power. Construct 3 SA-2 2000 radar systems at the indicated points. Once they're online, we should be able to find Brackman. Earth, come out. We're uploading the shield schematic to you, sir.
Where's the other
Be
one?
careful. Shields consume massive amounts of power. Earthcom out.
Well, have you given me, like, T3 engineering yet? You've given me the ambassador before you've given me T3 engineering. What? That's not normally how this functions. That's Cybern Tech. It's also Cybern Tech. That's not Cybern Tech, there we go. Imagine the Seraphim War without Brackman. You know, it might be a lot easier. Imagine the war without some crazy guy. Like, no crazy bastards setting things on fire, creating an entire nation that wants to be set free at a later point in the future. Sounds so much simpler to me. Can I get T3 land, T3 Navy? Nope.
The first radar system is online. We need 2 more, sir. Earthcom out.
Then get 2 more. It seems quite self-explanatory to me. Oh no. Units. I definitely prefer the idea of inbox before. Oh, that's... Oh, hi. That's actually a quantity of units I didn't expect. Also, units in a location I didn't expect.
2 radars online, sir. Waiting for the last one. Earthcom out.
The commander will go bolded perfectly fine. Continue our Janus production.
All 3 radars are up
Yeah,
and
Corsair
functioning.
production.
We are rescanning the area. Defend the radar installations until the scan is complete. Earthcom out.
I remember. I am familiar. Do you remember? 21st of September. Do you remember? Get away from my base.
We're narrowing down the search, sir. We should have a fix on Brackman's location shortly. Earthcom out.
It's a lot of bombers. Or as some might say, a lot of boomers. Man, I miss the old Renegade model. That was such a cool model for a ship. Well, not ship, aircraft, I suppose.
We found him. Brackman's base is to the southeast. Level it. Leave nothing standing. Earthcom out.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Sir, a convoy of engineers has exited Brackman's base. They are headed toward the gate. Destroy them before they can get their cargo off-world. Earthcom out. Sir, we don't know what that is, but it appears to be moving towards your base. Destroy both it and the facility. Earth, come out.
That is more than one. Well, it doesn't survive to the power of my Janus.
Did we get him? Do we have confirmation that Brackman was there? Did we get him?
Oh.
Scanning now, ma'am.
A fine effort, my boy. A fine effort. And now I must take my leave.
The Spider-Bot's kinda bad.
We were so close.
I always forget that factor.
You've eliminated all the engineers, sir. Hopefully that'll slow the Cyberns down. Earth, come out. Your objectives are complete, sir. General Clark wants you back on Earth. Come on home. Earth,
I
come out.
remember in just Stand as
Good
Supreme
job,
Commander,
Commander.
this thing was so
Information that
terrifying.
the viruses could protect us from further cyber disruptions. Next time, Brackman won't escape us.
They used to be so scary, and now they're just a bit of a pushover. Yeah, it used to be, they used to be a lot stronger, and now they're just like, eh. And desperate to find a solution to the Cybern Gate virus, the UEF dispatched Captain Halcyon Wolf. Ooh, I'm a captain now. The largest Cybern colony ever found. There, despite continued Cybern attacks, not only found the data on the virus, but also rescued Dr. Eric Sweeney, who was kidnapped during the fight for Capella. Dr. Sweeney had further information. Dr. Brackman himself was on Minerva. Despite a valiant effort, Brackman managed to escape, built his facility, and current research will destroyed. Oh, but his facility. With the return of the captain and the successful mission of the UEF has tools needed to continue the fight against the enemies of Earth.